Hello everybody, it's Eddie here again. Just been praying into the parish. It's an old ancient tradition where you walk through the parish and you pray for people that you come across, houses and the people that live in them, the industrial buildings, the shops, the schools, the care homes, etc. And it's something that I first learnt about, I think it was at a spring harvest, where one of the guest speakers was talking about how he lived in a very run-down area of Manchester and he didn't know what to do to help his parishioners. And so what he did is he prayed the parish, prayed it many times, very sort of desperate, trying to raise the hopes and the aspirations within his parish. And then eventually his prayer was answered because the BBC moved their big new studios right into the middle of his parish. And so what used to be a very poor parish is now a thriving parish with lots of businesses serving the BBC headquarters up in Manchester. So anyway, pray in the parish. How do I do it? Well, at the time of the quarantine, I've got some key pieces of advice for you. You can pray the parish by walking around the parish on your once-a-day daily walk, as I'm doing today. And you can pray quietly, you can pray loudly, you can pray as you walk, you can pray, stop and pray. What I tend to do is to walk a bit, then stop and pray. And I might pray outside a random house I don't know, or I might pray outside a house of somebody I do know. I might come across a school or an industrial building, and again I will pray for all the people there. And again, sometimes I pray out loud, sometimes I pray quietly, sometimes I pray with my eyes open, sometimes I pray with my eyes closed. But the fact is, I'm praying. Now, for most of you, you might want to come round in family groups, if that's fine. Pray the parish. It doesn't have to be the parish, it can just be the street or the streets where you live. But if you go out as a group, obviously people are going to look at you, and then what I tend to do is I tend to have one of us on what I call shark watch. So when I used to pray the parish in a group, one of us would actually, although praying, would be more aware of what's going on around. So if we were standing very close to the road and a big lorry was coming along, they would say, "Hey, stop praying for a second, we're about to get run over by a lorry." They would also, if people were praying with their eyes closed, again, they would just make sure that everything was safe and secure as people prayed the parish. Now, some of you, unfortunately, can't get out. If you have access to the internet, and what I suggest you do is you go to Google Maps, and on Google Maps you have the facility to drop that little yellow man down onto the map, and it shows you pictures of what that street or that road looks like, and you can actually navigate around doing that. So for some of you, that might be a way of praying the parish or the area that you live in, or an area that you don't live in. So I might try that with where I used to live, just as a way of praying during these times of quarantine. So, no problem doing your parish prayer walk once a day if it's part of your daily fitness routine. Try to avoid everybody, I have, and pray in whichever way suits you. And don't worry about what you're praying for. Our God, who knows everything and sees everything and hears everything, knows exactly what needs to be prayed for. So, in these times of quarantine, hand it all over to God. Amen. Good afternoon everybody, and here I am out on a walk, my one walk a day, and I'm doing what we call praying the parish. So I'm somewhere in our parish and I'm praying for all the people around here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly pan the camera and see if you recognise anywhere where we're at. You might want to join me as well. I do know some of the people in the street, but then again there are lots of people in the street I don't know, and so I just offer up simple prayers to our God, who knows everything. He knows what these people need. All I can do is just pray for them. Here we are once again walking the parish and praying the parish. Now I'm at an industrial estate in our parish. Once again I'm going to pan the camera around, and whilst I'm praying I also want you to be thinking of the people that work here, the people that own these businesses, the people that are now stuck without sources of income and not quite sure where everything's going to where everything's going to come from in the next couple of weeks. So now I'm just going to gently pan the camera around. Here we are outside the school in our parish. Once again, we would normally be hearing the sounds and the shrieks of children in the playground, but there's nothing. There is a child playing in a garden just behind us, so I'm praying for that child. So today in my prayers I'm also remembering all the teachers, all the ancillary staff, the cleaners, the cooks, etc. And I'm also remembering all the pupils, their parents, carers who are now struggling to look after them during this crisis. So I'm just going to pan the camera around again and also pray for everybody that lives in this area of our parish. Some of them are out cleaning cars, some of them are out walking dogs and running or riding bikes, even as I'm filming. We've moved a lot closer to the church, and once again I'm in a street where a lot of people in our church live, and in a minute I shall pan round and we can actually see some of them out in their garden. This is also a very busy street, a main thoroughfare for people trying to get down into the Bath Road shops, and today I've noticed quite a few of them walking to and from the shops. So not only do I pray for our parishioners who live in this street, and there's quite a few important ones, but also pray for all those that don't attend our church who live in this street. And I also pray for all those people that have been going past whilst I've been setting up. So what I'll do in a second is pan the camera. Hello everybody, I've now made it to the church garden, and this is my second take. I'm just trying to check out the sound quality. I'm now in the church garden. It's a beautiful sunny day. You can see I'm squinting with the bright sunlight in my eyes. The daffodils are blooming. I think they're crocuses, somebody will tell me what they are. Blue plants that I will show you in a minute. Over in the corner somebody's left a shoe. How did that get here? Not an idea. But anyway, I'm here now, having walked down from my house and prayed as I've walked through the parish. So now I'm going to pray for the whole parish, and I do. And I lift before God, our loving God, everybody in the parish. I don't know what people need prayer for, I just know they need praying. So I'm going to do a quick pan around the garden, and then I'm going to start my walk back. I don't know if the camera can pick this up, but I pray for all the people that live up that street. There is a prize, not a cash prize, for anybody who can tell me the name of the blue flowers. The lovely daffodils, remember they are free. If you want to come and collect some to take them for somebody, even if you just tie them up and leave them outside somebody's front door, that would be a nice surprise for them. I will mention that it's on the websites and various places that the church is closed at this time, so unfortunately I can't go in to pray, but the gate is open, so I'm in the garden praying. How'd you do? Oh, it's better. Now on the homeward leg of my journey, once again a street in our parish where a couple of people live. Once again I shall pan the camera around. You can probably hear in the background somebody cutting their grass, and again this is quite a busy street, people walking through from this part of town to try and get through into the bathroom shops. So part of my prayers will be for the people in this street, and again the people that are walking by. As I came past the park, I noticed that the park workers were still working. They were out cutting the grass, and there were lots of people still wandering around in the park. In fact, there was even a group of young lads playing basketball. So I shall pray for them. Yes, they're being silly and stupid, but hey, we're all young ones. This is the last stop on my journey today. Praying especially for the family that live in the house behind me. Very dear family to me, and have been a great rock for me over many, many years. So this is my last stop. I pray for everybody in the street, and I pray for everybody that's wandering around in the street. There are people coming from both sides, and in the last couple of minutes I must have counted about 20 cars that have gone past, and here comes another one. So I pray for all those people who think that this quarantine and this virus doesn't belong to them, so that they will, and I pray that they will actually come to realise that we're all in this together, and we're doing this to save the old and the vulnerable, those with underlying health conditions. And even as I'm talking, more and more cars